Welcome back to the show. This is part 10 of this 10-part series. So it's the last one. I'm kind of like, it's bittersweet. I had fun with this. I think building your clientele is very important stuff that you guys are asking often about. So I've enjoyed this series. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. But I have to tell you, this also marks a very, very important episode for us. It is episode 53, which officially puts us at the 1 year mark of the Rebel Show. Like, that is freaking cool, you guys. We did it. It was a group effort, both my team here, Ashley behind the camera. She also edits, she posts, she does all the things. She keeps us going round. But you guys too. You guys, this is your accomplishment as well. So I majorly appreciate you guys, each and every single one of you. Please make sure you're subscribed. If you're tuning in weekly and you're not subscribed, that really helps us to be able to continue this show. We have a lot of fun things coming up this next year. We've learned a lot through this past year. You've probably noticed our sets continue to get a little bit better. 1% improvement each time is what we're going for. That's what we're always looking for. Just little improvement because it compounds over time. You guys can implement that for your businesses as well. Just take me as an example of you don't have to have all the fancy stuff to get started. You just got to get started and you can always improve as you go. All right, today's episode, part 10, building your clientele. We are going to be talking about asking for referrals and not making it awkward. I'm going to give you guys very tactical, actionable steps to take and the scripts that I personally use. So let's get started. Welcome to The Rebel Show, the podcast for estheticians who want to grow their business, master social media, and perfect their waxing technique. I'm Bree Mesquit, esthetician, business coach, and founder of Rebel Wax and First to Market Wax Pads. I built a 6-figure clientele, a 7-figure brand, and have trained over 15,000 waxers through my in-person and online courses. Are you struggling to book clients or market yourself? You're in the right place. Each week, I bring real business strategies, waxing education, and no BS advice to help you grow. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, referrals. So let's get into it. This was a huge way for me to be able to build my clientele when I was in the treatment room. So you probably have seen, how many times have you guys, maybe you posted or someone else has posted, hey, how are you guys building your clientele? What's the number one source of you guys building your clientele? Usually you'll hear word of mouth or referrals. So super important. And I know it can be pretty daunting when you first get started. If you guys don't have a ton of clients up front, it can be difficult. You're like, how do I get people to tell other people about me? So I'm going to give you guys the step-by-step steps to take. I'm going to give you guys the steps to take to make this not feel weird, to make it just feel natural and organic, not pushy, not salesy, not desperate. All right. First, let's cover though, why is this important? So this is what we call social proof. So you want it, there's a saying of proof over promise. So a promise is you telling other people what you promise to provide, what you excel at, and to book an appointment with you and to trust you. You're telling people they can trust you. Now, proof is other people saying you can trust her. She provides a great service. You should go book with her. Proof always holds more weight than promise. Okay. So proof over promise. So referrals, word of mouth, that is proof. Okay. It's other people promoting your brand, your business for you. All right. A couple of little points to make here is a lot of people won't really think about this unless you ask them. You have to remember, like, our business is top of mind for us because it's very close to us. It's very personal to us. It's our baby. We think about it 24/7. Other people, the moment that they step outside of your salon, outside of your treatment room, and they go back to their daily lives, they may have every intention to start spreading the word for you. But once they leave, then laundry list of things to do, laundry, dishes, kids, like life, right? It gets in the way and they have their own things that they're focused on. So it's not realistic for us to think that our business is top of mind for every single one of our clients. So we need to keep it top of mind. So how can we do that? One of the ways is make sure that this is in your regular posting schedule, asking for referrals, but also incentifying for referrals. So one of my favorite things to have is a referral program. So highly recommend having a referral program and setting one up for yourself if you don't already have one. So what I do is send me 3, get 1 free. So if someone sends me 3 clients that books a Brazilian each, then she earns a free Brazilian. So how do you track these things? I love Gloss Genius. You guys are sick of me talking about them, but I love it because this is another feature that they have available. They automatically ask your client when they book for where they heard of you, either Google, social media. They ask specifically which social media, Instagram, TikTok, or referral. And then they ask them to input the client's name. So what I do is when we see that, then we just write it down. So we have to keep track or put it in their client note, the client that they referred and the date that client came in. So it needs to be that this client that they referred actually received a service and paid for the service before they get written down as a referral, and it credits towards that buy 3, get 1 for free. But that's how I do that, and it really does help to incentivize people to actually be sharing and referring you and referring your business. Now, you want to be posting on social media about this so that they know about this referral program, and just point blank ask people, let them in on your goals. Again, people buy from people that you're building a relationship with them. They're bought into you. Pop on your stories. I have a huge goal for this year. I want to double my clientele. I work part-time as a server and I want to go full-time in my own business, or whatever your circumstance is. Let them in on your goals. They want to join hands with you, and they won't know if you don't share it with them. Pop on your stories and let them know that. And a big way that you guys can help me is by sharing. So I have a referral program, in case you didn't know. It's buy 3, get 1 for free. Go ahead and share with your friends. I have a promotion coming up for 4th of July, and it's going to be 15% off. Perfect time to share with some friends. Or I have a new client promo, so it's perfect timing to be able to share that new client promo with your friends. So give them actionable steps to take and let them buy in on the goal with you, okay? Hey there, I hope you're enjoying this episode so far. For those of you who are already using and loving Rebel Wax in your treatment room, I wanted to provide you with the opportunity to save an additional 10% on top of the 10% we already give for our subscribe and save customers. If you would like to never worry about inventory issues again, then head to our website, lashandwaxoc.com. Use the code THERebelShow, all one word, to save an additional 10% off for a total of 20% off your first subscribe and save. Now back to the show. Now, another way you can share this is do personal reach out. So with every one of my coaching clients, I always ask them when they first get started, what's your client list currently? And they'll tell me a number. Say it's 80 clients. I'm like, all right, I want you to reach out personally, not a text blast. I want you to individually text every single client of yours. So maybe do 10 a day for the next 8 days and ask them for referrals. Hey, this is Bree. I just want to thank you so much for being a client of mine. I really appreciate your business and allowing me to earn your business. I have some big goals for the remainder of the year. I would love to double my clientele. I'd love to be doing this full time. If you feel so inclined, can you please share my business with any one of your friends or family who already love waxing, are looking for their go-to person, or maybe someone who's been interested in waxing and has just been scared to pull the trigger. I'm here to answer any questions that person may have. So anyways, I'd love if you can send me any referrals. I'd greatly appreciate it. No hard feelings. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Whatever, make it super organic and natural, and text them. No text blast, okay? But, and I talked about this in a previous part of this series, your email list. You guys need to be utilizing this and be sending out. The goal should be a weekly newsletter, but if you're brand new to this, then maybe even start with a bi-weekly or a monthly newsletter where you send an email blast to your clients. And part of that can be maybe every I don't know, 10 or so, you let them know, hey, just a reminder, I have a referral program, buy 3, get 1 for free. People need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. So in this case, we're not necessarily teaching them anything. We're just reminding them. So it might not be the first time that they hear it, but they forget because again, like I said, they go about their own daily lives and they're not going to remember. So you're not bugging them. This is part of your business. You're marketing your business. How many times have you guys heard the same commercials over and over and over? It's like now it's ingrained. You know that cell phone company will buy back your, like, pay the remainder of your payment plan that you own with the previous company if you switch over to them. Like you guys are in business, you are a brand, and part of that is marketing yourself and advertising yourself and sharing the different promotions and offers that you have available for people. So you need to be reminding. Again, people need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. So I need you guys reminding people of this stuff, okay? We can't assume that they're going to remember all of this. So text, you can also do this within DMs as well, but my favorite is those personal text reach outs, reminding them when they're in the salon, maybe having some sort of like picture or flyer or something up so that they can see that, and then asking them upon checkout too. And wait though, if they're a brand new client to you, do not ask them after the first service with you. This is best to get started around like service 3 or beyond. So let them have at least 3 services with you before you start asking them to send referrals, okay? But what I also have found, especially with building out Rebel Wax Studio, those who come in and their first experience, because one of the parts of the series was all about customer service, right? And the overall client experience. If they come in and they have just an amazing time, like service with you and experience, then they're going to go and tell people without you even having to ask. I can't tell you how many people came in for their very first appointment, and then all of a sudden I got 3 people from them just from that first appointment, even though I didn't ask them, because the experience was that good. The level of customer service was that good. So that's a huge way you guys are going to be able to get referrals without having to ask, is by just providing the best customer service. So if you guys haven't listened to that episode yet, go back and listen to that. I want you guys to listen to this series in order and take action on everything I teach you in this whole series in order, because there's a reason it's in the order that it's in, okay? They build on each other, and it helps just to build like one really well-rounded, functioning, and thriving, successful business for you guys. Another thing that I have had a few of my coaching clients do, now I'm going to be honest and transparent with you. For some of them, it worked really well. For others, complete crickets. So I'm a big believer in just testing things. It's like throwing noodles at the wall to see what sticks. There's nothing wrong with testing. You want to test. You find a winner, and then you double down and you do more of that. But how are you going to know what's working if you're not trying different things? So a competition, a referral competition. I had a couple of my coaching clients do this, and you want to pick a prize though that isn't your service, isn't service-based. So one of them did $100 Sephora gift card. Another one did like a Disney pack. She had a really cute Disney backpack with a bunch of different Disney stuff within the backpack. So you guys know your clientele and your ideal client best. And if you don't, then you need to get super clear on that. But pick a prize that's going to be really exciting for them. So I loved the idea of the Sephora gift card. You could do even an Amazon gift card, and then promote this as a giveaway, as a competition. So pick a time that it's going to be running. So maybe you start, say, this Monday through Friday. Whoever sends me the most referrals can win. Or maybe, really, honestly, you probably want to run this for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then you constantly need to be reminding people about this on your social media. This is a time to do a text blast, an email blast for sure, and then continue to remind people on your social media account. And then, of course, while they're in, getting a service from you as well. When they're in person, remind them of this too. But this has been a really fun way to help give a little boost of those referrals. It's worked really well for a couple of my clients, and then one, it did not. So, and I think the reason maybe might have been just visibility. She didn't have enough visibility on her social media yet of local people. I think there was a lot of other estheticians and stuff following. So this is why it's really important that what we're posting and the content we're putting out there, that we're really trying to target locally. So putting like your locational tags on there, it's going to be really, really helpful, because sometimes our content that goes viral doesn't really reach the audience that we're looking to reach that will actually book an appointment. So I think that might have been one of the reasons. But again, test it for yourself and see. Worst case, maybe you only get 3 referrals. That's 3 more than you had before you started the giveaway. And now you've tried something and you can say 100% if it worked or did not work. All right, so that's all I got for you for referrals. If you guys have any questions or anything that you feel like I missed, or any concerns or anything really about referrals, leave them in the comments below and I will definitely touch on that in future episodes. Make sure you're following me on Instagram too. I talk about a lot of this stuff on Instagram. So if you guys have any questions, I'll probably be able to make a quick short about it and post on my Instagram. We'll post it here on YouTube Shorts as well. So please don't hesitate to ask questions. I've gotten a lot of podcast ideas based on some of the comments you guys have left in the comment section for me. Make sure to subscribe, please. And really, if you could share the show, that'd be awesome. Tag me if you screenshot, share on Instagram. On TikTok, just tag me. It's Brie Mesquit. On TikTok, I'm Lash and Wax OC. All of it's in the description below. But thank you for coming along on this journey of building your clientele. We officially got through all 10 parts of it. Now I want you guys to take action. So what's your action step for today? I would like, now this is going to be a big one. I want you to go on your booking site. I want you to see the total amount of clients that you guys have, and whatever it is, maybe divide by 10, and every day reach out to 10 until you've gone through that entire client list. I want you to ask them personally reach out, thank them for being a client, and ask them to send some referrals your way. All right. If you guys do this, not if, when, because you're going to commit, right? We're committed to building our businesses. It takes action. You have to take action. You can't just sit here and listen to me week over week, you guys. I want you to, that's not going to build your business. Consuming more information is not going to build your business. It's taking action on the information that you're consuming. I'm giving you tactical steps to take. I need you guys to go do it, okay? With love, because I want you guys to have a successful business and reach your goals. So if you guys do, when, we got to change our language. When you guys do this, I would love to hear the results. Come back to this episode and share it with me in the comment section below. All right, I'll see you guys back next week.